angry guy here. And millennials are ditching the US as we are heading into a global recession. Sit back, relax, and prepare for this millennial news. So this is happening really quickly, and no one should be surprised. Millennials are ditching the US as the recession, the global recession is accelerating in today's millennial news. I mean, what did you guys think was going to happen? All right. You know, millennials are totally, just completely, covered in student loan debt at this point. They can't do anything, literally anything. So it's going to be no surprise that they are now taking the step to move out of Western countries. Guys, let me explain that without millennials, this leaves accept it, but it's true. Millennials are the low income, a massive socioeconomic hole that cannot be filled. Okay, because boomers, for example, can't work for $15 an hour. Okay, they can't work for $13 an hour. They've got mortgages and, you know, jet and private planes to pay for. You know, they've got expenses. Millennials, on the other hand, you know, we're generation broke. So, you know, we basically settle for scraps. Tim is in the chat. Tim says, angry, well, finally came out for another insightful video before I go to bed. I'll watch in the morning, Sensei, and my animator is almost done my Kickstarter. Good job, guys. Like I said, like Gen Z is really kicking butt. Gen Z is kicking so much butt right now, guys. You know, they're just like making that money, going out there and getting that money, and they don't really care. You know, they're on their business, they're on their grind. All right, check this video out.
It's not what was predicted. Often there is an assumption in the academic literature that maybe what the academics rather sort of bloodlessly call first-generation migrants, people who were born overseas and come to the UK, might well choose to return in retirement. There was less expectation that their kids who were born here in the UK would want to do so. That wasn't expected in the kind of standard models of international migration and integration.
Now, guys, I want to talk about how horrendous this is. So this actually talks a lot about how predominantly well-educated black millennials, okay? Why this video, the name of this video is why are so many British millennials starting a new life in Africa? So highly educated British millennials are leaving, okay? And it's not just a few, it's tons. They're leaving in droves. Highly educated millennials are fleeing, ditching, okay, Western countries and going to developing places, developing countries in Africa, for example. Guys, this is very serious. One of the things that this signifies is the fact that right now, in countries like the UK, in countries like the United States, in countries like Australia, people are so far under debt right now that the best option is just to move to a country where they have a developing economy. Because right now, these economies in the United States, economies all in China, they're overstretched. They're overstretched, and people don't want to admit to it. They are overstretched. Okay, Americans, British, okay, Aussies, they cannot handle any more debt. Cannot do it. Can't do it. There's no more. You can't put any more debt on us. Okay? What's happening is you have these millennials getting up and walking away. This is a serious, giant shift. And to say that, oh, well, we'll just offset the problem with immigration is very, very problematic.
It is for 4 weeks. It is paradise. After 4 weeks, they're back in England, and then they are yearning to go back. So the first opportunity they have, and the the first business plan they can come up with, they're running back to Sierra Leone to start.
When I'm here, I feel like a woman, whereas when you're in the West, you're a black woman. Like, you're instantly labeled.
I want to say that I didn't just jump on the bandwagon when it was too late. You know, I was there when the movement was going on. I flagged on the Tuesday.
She said she fled. She fled. Y'all, this is bad. This is bad, okay? This is bad. Guys, right now, our Western countries have become so bad that people are going to Africa. Our Western countries have become so bad that people are going to Africa. Wake up! Wake up! Oh my gosh. Well, young
Death toll from mudslides has now reached 500.
In Western media, we're often told the same stories about Africa.
Cover journalist has been shot dead.
The images we see are often of people leaving African countries and trying to settle in the West. The latest data from the ONS suggests that in 2017, only 2 British people migrated from the UK to sub-Saharan Africa. But there's a new wave of young British people choosing to leave the UK and place African countries to live and to work.
I'm moving to Africa, Zambia.
I finally moved to Rwanda. I've been working on rehabilitation.
These young people are born in the UK, are educated here, often have well-paid jobs, but they're all choosing to uproot and move to African countries.
Born in the UK, okay, educated in the UK, have well-paying jobs. Guys, these are doctors, these are engineers, okay? These are people with high skills leaving the UK. Okay? And the same thing is happening in the United States. This is not good. This is very, very bad. When I kept telling y'all to get your stuff together, make sure that you have your passport together, a lot of people laughed at me. Okay? Don't be one of those people who can't get out of the country. Don't say, oh, I'm going to get a passport when everything is going downhill. You won't get it. You're going to hear that they say something like a 2-year waiting list. You're going to get on the waiting list. 2 years later, they're like, oh, we're sorry. At this time, we can't help you. We'll provide you with more details when we can. You're like, what are you talking about? I've been on this list for 2 years to get a passport. Yeah, we're sorry about that. We're real sorry about that. Guys, at that point, they're not even giving out passports anymore. You can't leave the U.S. You can't leave the U.S. Too many people have already tried to flee. Something that a lot of you don't know is that those of you with student loan debt that you haven't paid, you can be held in the United States. Y'all think it's a game. Some of y'all have $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 past due, haven't been paying on it. Y'all, they can hold you in the US. Student loan debt is federal debt. Y'all don't understand how that works. And with federal debt, you can be held. They can confiscate your driver's license. They can confiscate your passport. They can confiscate anything that they want to. You heard me right. And they can throw you in jail. If I recall, there was a story about some guy who basically stopped, he refused to appear in court over his student loans, and they sent the U.S. Marshals to go and get him, and he was arrested and thrown in jail. How many of y'all listening right now have federal debt that y'all can't pay back? You will never be able to pay it back, okay? And this idea, some of y'all don't listen to me, are like, well, Angry, I just really want to pay my debt back. You're never going to pay it back. You're never going to pay it back. Some of you are spending all your money trying to pay off debt that you can never pay back. You can't pay this money back. You're paying interest. That's what you're doing. You're paying interest, and then when you run out of money, that's when they repossess all your stuff. All right? You need to start getting your stuff together. Now you need to have your passport ready. Like I said, I'm going to be putting out the list of countries where the best countries for you to go to. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to be putting on that on LearnMe. All right, you can find a link to LearnMe on LearnMe.today on in the description of the video. I'm going to be putting that a link. I'm going to be putting out a course in there that I'll be teaching you all the best countries to go, how much it's going to cost to live there, and other details so that you can pull this off. All right, because this is not a game. This is not a game. I also basically provide what you need to move to these countries if you're a U.S. citizen, and I'll try to include the UK in there. Because, guys, this is no game. This is no game. Some of you are like, good, let them go. You're out of your minds. You're out of your minds. When the birds start flying south, it's about to get really cold. All right? Y'all have never experienced real tough times before. During the Great Depression, the people were eating trash. You're literally eating garbage out of garbage. They got some of the greatest meals ever out of garbage. Okay, guys, y'all don't know what it's like to eat garbage. I've had when I was out there, I ate garbage off the side of the road. Y'all think this is a darn game, and I keep telling y'all this is not a game. Y'all around here playing around, fooling around. All right, we have a 3.7% unemployment rate. And yet there are fewer millennials working today than before the Great Depression, before the Great Recession. What is wrong with some of you? What is wrong with you?
They know nothing about and have never lived in before. One of these countries.
And you know what? You know what else? Some of y'all are like, oh, we're angry. I'm poor. I'm poor. I don't listen to me. You don't know what poor is. You have a roof over your head. Yes. Do you have food to eat? Yes. You have money coming in? Yes. Then you're not poor. Y'all don't know what poor is. Poor, when you can't eat, when you can't buy food, then let's talk about poor. When you're so hungry that you start looking at your arm and you just start looking at your arm because you're so hungry and your arm starts looking like a meal, then start talking to me. When you are sleeping on the streets with rats and roaches, okay, and you have nothing to sleep on. You can't even get cardboard because the other homeless people keep stealing your cardboard. That used to happen, guys. Let me tell you something. Cardboard is a luxury when you're homeless. Yes, it is. Let me tell you, but you have to guard your cardboard because it is soft. Cardboard is so soft. Oh my gosh. It is like, what do you call it? Like Certipedic, what do you call those mattresses? My goodness, it is so soft compared to that hard concrete. My goodness, a nice piece of cardboard. Shoot, you get some good sleep on that. But you have to listen to me. You really have to defend your cardboard because these people will steal your cardboard. I'm just letting y'all know how it is.
Attracting more and more young people from the UK and Sierra Leone, and I want to know why.
There's money to be made in setting up new businesses in West Africa. That these are growing economies with growing middle class. There are an increasing number of international companies that want to have a foothold in West Africa, and so those members of the diaspora who can move freely between two countries, who understand both places well and how business works in both places, are best positioned. They have a particular advantage from the perspective of those companies. So there's all sorts of other opportunities that are arising from that particular advantage that those individuals have as transnational kind of individuals who can move easily between the UK and Sierra Leone or UK and Nigeria.
Rika is packing up to move from her home in northwest London to Sierra Leone permanently next week.
I want to do different things apart from my career. My career is there. It's something that's going to take time. Especially working in migration, you have to do a lot of internships and volunteering. So I decided that, I want to start a business. And I want to start a foundation with that. My business that I want to start is a facial skincare line, and it's 100% Sierra Leonean. And
guys, let me explain this. You see, in Western countries, these markets are already oversaturated. In a country like Sierra Leone, they have a growing and thriving market. So they basically have what we call a blue ocean. These young people are actually moving over there and taking advantages of these developing markets that don't even exist. All right? Guys, we're in a lot of trouble in the West, and some of y'all just can't see it. You got guys like Tim to Generation Z, they're just kicking butt. they're taking names and kicking butt, but there's some of the rest of y'all, like I keep telling y'all, it's a bad situation.
It can't practically work out if I'm in another country, so I want to go back, speak to farmers, research, do some product research on what I'm trying to do and see how viable it is to do there.
Why leave the UK for Sierra Leone? What is it in the country that is drawing you?
In the UK, being two things at the same time, there isn't space for it, for that duality. There's just not space to be one thing and the other, whilst in Sierra Leone, because I did a lot of research before I upped and just abruptly thought, I'm going to leave. When I'm back home, there are lots of millennials that are moving back, to do things. I have a friend of mine who's a lawyer and a rapper. That's not something that's possible in the UK. Well,
do you guys see that she has a friend who is a rapper and a lawyer? A rapper and a lawyer. Guys, millennials are going up. Millennials are done with the US, done with the West. Done with the West. Done with the West. I'm telling y'all. Africa is set to become a supercontinent. I talked about this a few years ago. Bill Gates actually talked about this, and the reason why is because Africa is now moving towards self-sustainability. By 2029, Africa will be basically able to feed themselves. Right now, they have to import food to feed the continent, but Africa will become self-sustained. In other words, they will no longer have to import food to feed themselves. As a result of that self-sustainability, Africa will move from being a third world country to a quickly developing, Africa is not a country, but the countries in Africa, the continent of Africa, will move to become a developing continent, a rapidly developing continent with the population skyrocketing. One of the big things in Africa also is the fact that HIV is now plummeting rapidly. Okay, so while once upon a time HIV was a serious thing in Africa, people aren't dying from it anymore because of drug intervention and prevention. As a result of these things, it's completely changed Africa. Completely changed Africa. It's a whole different ball game, and the level of education is rising rapidly in Africa, higher than in places like in Western countries. Especially, that has a lot to do with the socioeconomics, where you can go to Africa and get a better education compared to the United States or the UK, where you're going to have to spend ridiculous amounts of money for a degree in art history. Okay. I'm just being quite honest with you. And some people might say, well, it's different because they're not earning as. No, listen to me. Spending $3,200 in Africa to go to medical school a year versus spending $100,000 or more, $150,000 a year to attend medical school in a Western country. You've got to be kidding me. Sure, there are medical schools where you can pay like $60,000 a year. Those are very hard to get into. Those are like state-run programs. Because I remember researching all of those. Guys, you're not getting into those schools, all right? You're not getting into those schools. And then on top of that, there's all these other problems. Let me tell you something. No, if you want to be a doctor, by the way, like some of y'all are wondering what happened with the whole MCAT thing with me. Yeah, I don't plan on practicing medicine in the US. Like right now, I'm busy working on my blockchain stuff and building out my money. I still plan to maybe go further into research and into medicine, but I have no intention of ever practicing medicine in the United States. Like you've got to be kidding me. Guys, listen to me. Life is so miserable in the US. Like the US is a terrible place to be a doctor. It is a terrible, terrible place to be a doctor. Okay, it's a terrible place to do so many things. Even being an engineer in the U.S. is hard these days because there's a lot of engineers who can't even find work anymore. You go to another country, they are desperate for engineers over there. Desperate for engineers. Okay. You might not make $100,000 or $150,000 a year, but guess what? You make $50,000 a year, but your rent is only like $500 a month to rent a giant house. You can rent a giant house for $500 a month in one of these countries. $500 a month. A month! While making $50,000. Okay? So basically, 10% of your income goes to renting. And the rest of it's yours, or you can buy your own property. You have so many options. And on top of that, you can do all these different side hustles. You can build a business. You can do so many things. You have so many opportunities that you just don't have in the US right now. Guys, the US is a miserable place. I don't want to go to the US. It's miserable. Everybody's miserable over there. It's so miserable. I don't want to go anywhere near that place. You've got to be kidding me.
In Africa, there is that niche for hybridity. There are people who do two things that are quote unquote conflicting to the other, and they thrive on it. It's uncertain as to what would happen next, but I will have no regrets about it. Absolutely.
Rika's not alone in exchanging her life in the UK, the one in Syria.
Guys, the Chinese are investing like crazy in Africa. Another very important thing to tell you about Africa is the fact that Africa has a lot of natural resources, massive amounts of natural resources. This is very significant because there's a lot of rare minerals, and China, for example, is the largest producer of rare minerals right now. The thing about that is that Africa is a place that can begin producing tons of rare minerals. Now, keep in mind, rare minerals are not all that rare, but in countries like the United States, the UK, and a lot of other countries, because of regulation and various other factors, these minerals are difficult to come by. In China, there's looser regulation as a result of that, and they have a much more developed industry for mining these things. That as a result, these are minerals that are used in electronics, for example. It's a very, very dangerous situation that we're actually in right now. For example, most of the world's supply of rare minerals comes from China. So Africa is set up to really pick up that pace, because while the socioeconomics are different there, and you can build things much faster. You can mine things, you can mine rare minerals. You don't have all this red tape like you have in the United States. So Africa's headed to become a supercontinent. I'm warning you guys. I talked about this years ago. People didn't listen to me. I know 2 people in Africa right now. I'm not even joking with y'all. Y'all think I'm crazy. I know 2 people in Africa right now that are actually working on my blockchain projects. All right. I think one of them is in Nigeria. At least one of them is in Nigeria. I'm looking into getting as soon as my crypto takes off a bit, and I have I have ample amount of money. Shoot, not even ample. I'm just I'm gonna start working on buying some land, get myself a nice piece of land over there. Y'all think I'm crazy? Y'all think I'm crazy? Watch out, okay? Watch out. I'm telling y'all right now, America is oversaturated. You are crazy to think that you want to start a business in the US right now. You're crazy. If you are talking about starting a conventional business in the US right now, if you're thinking outside of the box, that's one thing. But if you think about you're going to start a conventional business in the US right now, you have lost your minds. All right? You've lost your minds. Guys, you should be putting your money away in cryptocurrency right now, because many of you will not have any other options. I'm telling y'all, all right? You should be right now. Bitcoin is looking to increase from go up to about anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000 this year. Okay? And there's a lot of new ICOs that are coming out. And the problem is that a lot of y'all don't even know how these things work. I got a new course coming for you, Mastering Crap Coins, but that one's coming later on. We also, right now, we have a sale still going, and you can pick up any course for $99, and you can also pick up the latest courses for the early bird price of $89.99. So we have how to make massive profit from ICOs and not lose everything. We have how blockchain actually works. Those courses are $89 right now, and how to take profits perfectly so you can make massive profits without taking massive losses. That one's also $90. Then we have how to choose and invest in all coins that will increase by 100,000 times and make you massive profit. That course is $300, but you can get it for $99 right now. We also have the strategy that you must use to become a crypto millionaire. We have convert cryptocurrencies without using an exchange, how to quickly exchange your crypto in cash from any ATM and other crypto to cash quick conversion methods. We have how to time the crypto market and make massive profit, and that course actually goes for $300. Like I said, all the courses right now are down to $99.99, and a few are the latest ones are down to $90. And then we also have how to take profits from cryptocurrency and not lose your entire investment. Some of y'all still have been like dragging your foot and don't even know the basics of cryptocurrency. And that's one of the biggest problems that you're in right now. You should be stocking up on free crypto, because some of you don't have a lot of money to invest, and you should be stocking up on tons and tons of free cryptocurrency right now. Okay. Because like I just woke, during the last boom, I just woke up and I had money in my pocket, I had money. Because there's a song, money in my pocket can't buy me no lovin', no lovin'. That's a lie. That's a lie. You could be ugly. You could be ugly. You got some money in your pocket. You better believe you're about to get some lovin'. You better believe you're about to get some loving. Money in my pocket can't buy me no loving. That's a lie. That's a lie, okay? Money can do so many things. Listen to me. Money can't buy you happiness, but it can facilitate it, all right? Jesus doesn't want you to be poor, all right? Jesus does not want you to be poor. There's all this thing like Jesus wants you to be a socialist. What do you mean Jesus wants you to be a socialist? Excuse me. Excuse me. You must be kidding me, all right? Take back away from me with that. Y'all should be out here getting as much free crypto as you can. All right. This course is $200, and this one teaches you how to get tons of valuable cryptocurrency for free without mining or paying for it. I love it. And we also have Mastering Ethereum Wallet and Blockchain. That course opens up a world for you because so many cryptocurrencies are actually built on Ethereum. So this course I will put in a lot of work on, and it actually. You take that course, you'll learn. They'll basically allow you to master tons of cryptocurrency just by learning this course. We have how to choose and invest in altcoins that will increase by 10 times to 1,000 times or more. That course is $300. It typically sells for $300. You can get it for $100 right now. And we also have how to buy Bitcoins anonymously, all right? And through secret methods. So a lot of y'all don't even know how to buy Bitcoins, because if you want to invest in crypto, you're going to have to buy Bitcoins. This is going to teach you how to do it. We also have introductions to day trading cryptocurrency if you're a living. So that course goes for $180. Some of y'all are broke, and y'all don't have any other skills. This course is going to teach you how to make money day trading crypto. You take $100, turn that into and make $30 profit a day off that. I'm telling y'all think it's a game. That's not a game. That's extra $900 a month. All right. So for y'all that are broke right now, and you don't even know you don't have to be broke, but I'm just saying for y'all that don't even have a lot of options, you need to start learning how to day trade crypto so that you can pay your bills. It's funny. People criticize me, but you don't see me crying like it. So you seriously, like. I'm here. I'm right here. God's good. God's been good to me. And I've been here this entire time doing my crypto thing for all these years. And look at me. I'm still here. All right. So all I'm saying is, if for those of you sitting on your hands are like, I'll wait until, keep on waiting, brother. Keep on waiting. We also have the Cryptocurrency 101 course. That one is Introduction to Cryptocurrency. It goes for $160. Like I said, all courses are $99 right now, and the newest courses are just $90. And you can get, this sale is going for the next 24 hours. So you can pick up any of the courses. If you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, you do need to take the Introduction to Cryptocurrency course, because there's a big learning curve when you jump into crypto. And as a result, you're going to have a lot of things that confuse you. So I actually go through this, and I actually go over the things that confuse a lot of people, the roadblocks that prevent a lot of people from, being able to understand how crypto works. So that course is going to be really good for you guys. Like I said, the millennials are moving, the boomers are scheming, don't get caught up in it, because I'm telling y'all, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. I'm not about that life. I'm just not about that life. Goo Monsters in the chat. Raymond's here like, what did I miss? A lot. You missed a lot. Oh gosh. Guys, this Vindicator. Oh gosh. Like, I'm telling y'all, you got these crypto haters in here. Let me see. Get rid of these food. Like, boom. Get this. Guys, so you see these people here causing trouble. You know how to get rid of them. LaShawn says, hoping to get a job soon. A few years. I heard JP Morgan is buying up crypto overseas. Knew something was up. Yeah, JP Morgan, they're buying up cryptos and they're coming out with their own stable coin. You've got to be kidding me. All right? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. All right, guys, you have to be on your P's and Q's right now. You can't be fooling around. Okay? Can't be fooling around. You need to be on top of your business. Mike says the economy is gonna crash in less than 5 years. Y'all don't have 5 years. The Vindicator says recessions happen and the economy always recovers. Guys, listen to me. Listen to me, guys. At the end of the day, the recession does, the economy does recover, but the problem is that the boomers have been kicking the can down the road for so long that this is not, if you guys know what anemia is, we're going to be looking at an anemic economy, and we're going to be witnessing more frequent crashes. Nothing we've ever seen before. Kind of like, okay, well, we're in a recession, and we're in a recession for like a year or two. Okay, the recession's over. Cool, everything's great. And then all of a sudden we slip back into another recession within like 6 months. And you're gonna say, wait, we just slipped back into another recession. How is this even possible? Yeah, listen, just take it easy. Just take it easy, all right? We're gonna be okay. Guys, I'm telling you, you're just gonna be looking at frequent crashes, and they're gonna be frequent crashes because they're not gonna want to admit that it's really a depression. It's really a depression. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It's really a depression. LaShawn says the only thing left to pay off is less than $1,300 on my truck. Be getting my passport soon. Go and get it, dude. Do it this week. Do it this week. Don't say soon. Do it this week. Go to the post office this week. All right. It's not gonna cost you a ton of money. Cryptonomy says angry. I got anemia, dude. You need to go take your iron. Just go take your iron. All right, y'all need to go take your iron. Cryptonomy says Western indoctrination, no thanks. Okay, Cryptonomy says angry. What about the exotic critters in Africa? If you find what you don't want to have a man, there's a lot of opportunity there. I can't comment because YouTube is like crazy, but oh gosh. Cryptonomy says that Boris Johnson already said he's gonna push for a no Brexit deal. Any means necessary. I keep telling y'all. Shout out to Nature Monk. Let me see here. Kumasu says, I told my supervisor that I'm getting my passport, and she asked, going to Europe? And I said, oh no, the largest bank over there is about to collapse. All right, like y'all, listen. I'm gonna put out that whole course for y'all, teaching you about the best countries to head to. But I'll give you a clue. Don't go anywhere that speaks English. All right, like stay away from Western countries that predominantly speak English and are European Western countries. Stay away. Stay away from European Western countries and Western countries. You know what I'm really trying to say, all right? Y'all know what I'm really trying to say. Stay away from the US, stay away from the UK, stay away from Australia, stay the heck away from Canada, all right? Y'all gonna see some real crazy things happen in Canada. Justin Trudeau. Let me tell y'all something. Stay away from Canada. If you're in Canada, stay away from Canada. What does that mean? It means leave. Leave, okay? Leave. Let me see what you guys see here. Shoots. Let me check this out, guys. I'm telling y'all, it's no game. Cryptonomy is getting all bad in the chat. Cryptonomy is getting all bad. Y'all think it's a game. Everyone thinks it's fun and games until y'all have to eat rat. And rat is a luxury. A lot of times y'all listen to me. Y'all think rat is like, oh yeah, well, a little bit of rat. I'm telling y'all never had rat before. I've had rat. All right, I've had rat, and let me tell y'all something about rat. Rat is not the tastiest of things. Okay, one of the things about rat are the bones. it's not like chicken where like chicken, you know, once you cook it, it's different. Rat is different. Rat is so different. Rat is hard to eat. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Rat can be hard to eat for a lot of people. Have I eaten it? Yes, I have. All right. Did I enjoy it? I just couldn't, you know what, honestly, I ate more than I should have eaten of it, but I just couldn't finish it up. I really couldn't. You know, I just couldn't finish it up. I couldn't finish it up. It was just too much trouble for me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But if you're about that life, then be about that life. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. The Vindicator says we won't have to eat rat in Western countries. Yeah, y'all listen. Y'all stop listening to the Vindicator. This is a man with money, guys. This is a man with money. These people with money, they don't care about y'all. They don't want you to leave. You think they want you to leave? They want your labor cheap. They want your labor cheap. Listen to me. These rich people, you need to be real careful. Kردai says, angry, no one was laughing when he said the largest bank in Europe is going to collapse. I'm telling y'all. The Vindicator says Dutch bank will get national. Guys, listen to me. You need to get away from these Western countries, all right? Get away, all right? Because Northville is not a nice place. Y'all think Northville is going to be nice. Northville is not a nice place. If you guys want to pick up a course, you can find links to all the courses on cryptomoney.academy in the description of the video. Cryptomoney.academy. Go and get a course right now while the sale is running for the next 24 hours. Guys, millennials are ditching the US as the global recession accelerates. In today's latest millennial news, let me know if you will be one of those people that leave the US for a better life. All right. Let me know what you think. If you liked, oh gosh, y'all are troublemakers. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. Love God, get money, and shares.